All right, and here we are at the end of the module, and we're going to be putting it all together, okay? So here we're going to put all our plans together. We're going to create an intention. We're going to set a schedule, and we're going to put our plan into action, okay? And the way that we do this is, it should already be written down if you've been following along in the lessons and completing your activities and doing your homework. And here we're going to implement all of these things, okay? So first, on your implementation, we have to be clear of what you are, what you're doing, what your cause is, right? You should have already written this down. What your purpose is, okay? That should be written down already. Okay, we should also already have our goals in mind, our physical goal, our movement goal, and our skill goals. Okay, so for that now we have to implement. It's going to be put into our schedule. Okay, when we put our goals into our schedule, we know the end date. It's going to be 8 weeks from now. Okay, now we're going to split it into quarters. Okay, so 8 weeks divided by 4, 2 weeks each quarter. Okay, so in 2 weeks, we're going to be 1/4 of our way towards our goal. And so if your goal is to lose 10 pounds, in 2 weeks, you should have lost 2.5 pounds. For example, in 2 weeks, if my goal is to be 180 pounds, lose 10 pounds from 190, in 2 weeks, I should be 187.5. In 4 weeks, halfway there, I should be 185. So on and so forth. Okay? You're going to put that in your calendar. You're going to set an obnoxious alert. Okay, that's so that you get an alert. You don't just dismiss it. This is definitely deserves your attention. Okay, so put those reminders in your calendar so that you know to measure those things. We're going to take a baseline measurement. Okay, if you are you made a goal to be able to run a mile in under 6 minutes, for example, is your movement goal, then you need to go and have a 1/4 improvement upon your mile time after 2 weeks. We're gonna set that in your calendar. That's your test date. Okay, if you're wanting to learn how to throw a roundhouse kick to the head, in 2 weeks we're gonna take another video of you throwing that roundhouse kick. We're gonna evaluate it. Is that an improvement or is it not? Good. We know we're moving forward. Perfect. Okay, and that's how we're gonna reach the goals. Okay, we don't just set a goal and forget about it and hope that it happens. We put it in our calendar. We know that we're going to hold ourselves accountable. Okay, and guess what else is going to hold you accountable? Everybody in the Facebook group, me included, we're going to be there to make sure that you get your goals. Okay, it's going to be a glorious thing. Don't even worry about it because you're going to get there and we're all going to celebrate. We're all going to have our reward and we're all going to be freaking happy. Okay, awesome. Now, next thing, weekly practices. So we have imagine your purpose in the middle. This is your inner purpose, okay? On the outside of that is your long-term goal. This is 8 weeks time, okay, on the outer circle, okay? Now on the outside of that circle, we have our weekly time scale, okay? We have our long-term, we have our weekly, next is gonna be our daily. So right now, weekly, we're gonna be setting an intention for our time. We should have already done this. We should have already said I'm doing workouts this many times a week. I'm doing my workouts on these days. I'm doing these workouts at this time. Put that in your calendar. Again, in your phone. Make sure that there's a reminder. Make sure it's a repeated reminder, okay? You're getting an alert and it's an obnoxious alert, okay? We want it to get your attention, right? Until we have those things as habits, as we're doing them, okay? If you're not doing them, then make the alarm louder, make 3 alarms, okay? If you are doing them, you can turn the alarm off. That's fine. I just want you to check in and check it off and say, I'm getting this shit done, okay? Next thing is your daily habits, okay? So now on our outside of our weekly time scale, we go into our daily time scale, okay? What are you doing on the daily, all right? And these are, again, we want to get into a routine. We want to get into a weekly routine. We want to get into a routine of checking our goals on the long-term scale. We want to get into a daily habit as well. So these are the practices, these are the habits that take like less than 20 minutes or so that you can include in every single day. One thing I always ask people to include is meditation, at least at the beginning, if not at the end. Sometimes interspersed, some people do it 5 times a day and they just have 3 clear breaths 5 times a day. It takes less than 30 seconds. Okay. Being clear about your water, that's one of your daily habits. You should have that as a reminder in your calendar every single day until it becomes a habit. If you are getting your water, you don't need the reminder. If you aren't, remind yourself, make it happen, okay? Put that in your calendar, make it repeat every day until it becomes a habit, okay? There's other things, active rest, take a walk, release your muscles, do a foam roller every day would be amazing. And just think about your reward as well. Those are the things that we also want to have in our daily habits, okay? So if your reward is a delicious protein shake, I don't know if that's much of a reward. Whatever your reward is, some people have rewards such as drink or cigarettes, and if that's what it is, that your carrot at the end that enables you to create better movement for your cause. If you have to smoke a cigarette so that you can be better for your cause, then that's fine. More power to you, please. Do what you need, but make sure that your focus is on your cause and the effect that it's having on your cause. Just be conscious of that. Okay, and then on the last thing, on the outside of the daily time scale, we got purpose, long-term goals, weekly practices, daily habits, and then outside of that we have ways of being, okay? And this is all the time. All the time we can be certain ways that will always help us to achieve our goals and to serve our purpose and to serve our cause, okay? So these are things that you think if I was appreciative, that would help me serve my cause better. If I'm breathing, if I'm relaxed, if I'm focused. So these are the words that I'm going to put in my outer circle that I'm going to write down in your guide, okay? We're going to have this as a template. You're just going to fill in the blanks, okay? But again, we're choosing words of ways to be that will help us to serve our cause and to be more effective. I have breathe, relax, appreciate, love, focus, balance. Those are just a few of the words, but you can fill it with whatever you need to be told to be the best for your cause, for your movement, to be the most effective. Make sure that we write all this stuff down, guys. Make sure that it gets into your calendar. Okay, this is I can't make you do it, but if I could make anything a requirement in this course, is that you integrate your plan into your calendar and that you make it happen. Okay, that's going to be one of the biggest determinants, is saying that you're going to do it, writing it down, putting it in your plans. You can even publish this on Facebook. You can tell your friends. You can write it down. Put it everywhere that you can see it, because that's going to make it happen. This is going to happen. Okay? So, write it down. Make it clear. And know that it's going to happen. Thank you.